Hey, Google, is there any reason you had to set off every device in my house during this keynote? Well, let me tell you, this keynote was not surprising at all. Everything kind of built off of stuff that was coming before. Let me look at my notes here because I did take some, but really that first thing about setting off every device in my house was a real problem because I was watching it on the big screen and the speakers are loud and literally 5 phones and 3 Google Homes were going off, and that was kind of a problem because I had to still keep saying, "Hey, stop," every time, and that was a hassle. But that's just me. But really, the big things here that I came away with is now the fact that duplex is now moving to like the web. That was like the first thing that really caught my mind. Being able to actually go on a website, fill things out for you, and all you have to do is like click OK, and it's gonna like get you cars, rentals, and probably all kinds of other stuff in the future, which I think is really cool. And at least they let you say, agree to what they booked for you. But what I don't like is, I like to haggle prices, and I really don't like this sort of thing. I know it's the easy thing, but I wouldn't be using this myself. Next thing that it was a lot of stuff going on, so I'm just gonna focus on like the little bits, the stuff I really think is cool. Um, Let me move back over here. All right, yeah. Now the assistant is gonna work like on device, not have to go up to the cloud as much. I'm sure we'll have to go up to the cloud for a few other things. But I am glad to see that it's only going to be like half a gig in size, so it's not going to take up that much space on a phone. Even for like developing countries now, smaller size phones, less data, can't go up to the cloud that much. And yeah, this is actually really big. And the more they could do on device, the better, because I don't like my information going out there just like as much as anybody else doesn't like going out there. So good stuff, Google. Keep moving in this direction. Security and privacy was pretty much the whole thing this show. They were really harping on that. They had some problems. Obviously, Facebook has been having a lot of problems, but I really think they're really trying to focus on this, and they're trying to go up in Apple's shoes because Apple doesn't sell any data, or at least they say they don't. So that's neither here nor there. So uh, the stuff about opening maps and other apps just using the assistant while it's on the phone was really cool. They showed it was really fast, like switching between apps. I didn't have to keep on saying the keyword in between everything, and it was like able to, in a text messaging app, like just easily, seamlessly go between. Like I said, I think that's really cool. It's going to come in the next Pixels. It's not going to be a software update to the current devices. Don't get that twisted. They said this is going to be another phone's gig, so just be aware of that. Yeah, during this point where they were doing the assistant and the driving mode with your car, put it up there. That was pretty cool. I like not having to have a dedicated thing in the car that connects to the car and do all this stuff. You just say you're in the car and it'll just work. And I actually kind of like that because I don't want to touch my phone. I want stuff to be served to me in a way that I can take a look at it without taking my eyes off the road. I really don't like the text and drive and all that stuff. It's pretty bad stuff. But now let's see here. AI for everyone, like that's pretty much what they said. Like I said, other countries, it's going to work on device, so that's just another point there. Android Q is coming, and that's going to bring a whole host of new features. But like I said, I think it's mostly security and privacy based, which is something they really needed to focus on, giving you more ability to pick and choose what device, or what app, I should say, has access to your location data at a time, and you get to choose if it's only on the thing and only when the app is open. I mean, you can still do that kind of sort of now, but they're making it a bigger deal and going to show which app is using it. And I really do like that because who wants to give up the location data to places that they don't want it? That's good stuff for everybody. Um, Another thing, the fact that device makers do not update their phones except for a few. Even security updates, they're like months behind. Samsung, LG, everybody, they're just all behind except for Essential and Google. Essential sometimes beats Google, but now they're actually doing something called Android OS framework, where they're going to split up these different things and actually going to update them the same way you update apps on the Play Store. It's going to go in the background. It's going to be able to update while the phone is running, not without even requiring like a restart, which is pretty crazy. And I really want to see how this is going to work. Like I said, this is in queue, and yeah, that's coming to a lot of devices. You can actually the beta, they said, is going to be on 21 devices, over 12 manufacturers, including Sony, LG, Samsung's on the list, so don't get your hopes up. Huawei's on there, a whole bunch. But that's actually really cool. I'm really excited for that. I want to see if maybe the G8 that I have right here will be able to do it, because I would totally put it on here and try it out. That'd be cool. Obviously the Pixel, I haven't put it on my main Pixel yet, just because I don't want to lose all my data if I have to downgrade, so I'm going to wait just a little while longer. I don't have an extra device currently. That's why I'm hoping maybe I can use it on this. That'd be pretty cool, Google. Let's see if we can do that. All right, so what else we got here? So they did all the home products, the Google Home, the Google are now going to be told Google Nest. I mean, at least the Nest Hub. Maybe not the Google Home little speakers, but the Google Home Hub is now the Nest Hub. And now there's the Nest Hub Max, which is a 7-inch screen with a camera, dual speakers with a subwoofer, just it's pretty much a TV for your kitchen. That's kind of how they were doing it, and that's kind of how I would see this thing too. And with the camera, it now gives you different functions, because you know how you have voice recognition. Me and my wife can talk to the thing, and it knows who's talking at whatever time. But now you can use the camera to do that. So if you walk in front of it, it's going to recognize you. It's kind of like Jibo and those other robots we had that are now defunct. Sad to say, but using the camera to recognize it's your face and only give you your data, and in the morning show you what you have going on. So I like that, because it's only on device. It knows that picture is only on the device, so you don't have to worry about that going up to the cloud. I don't mind that. I'll take that. That's what else we got here. Obviously, that right there, the new one is $229, and they're lowering the price of the Google Hub down to $129. They always have deals and sales, so I don't know how much that matters. But like I said, $229 is not a bad price for what they're offering there. In a complete package, it's pretty good. Obviously, we then got to the Pixel 3a, which is coming. It's available right now at all the carriers except for AT&T, at least here in the U.S. All the carriers except for AT&T. $399. I think that's the right price. Having the camera from the Pixel 3, just kind of lowering down on the specs on the processor. I see from a few videos already that the few things that obviously the 670 processor that's going to be in this, it's a lot slower. Well, maybe not actually a lot slower than the 845, I should say. But I see that photo processing takes a little bit more time, maybe a couple more seconds when you're using like a portrait or something like that. We're really gonna have to delve deep in that, because as long as you can have a picture the same quality as a Pixel, if it takes a little longer on a cheaper device, I can kind of understand that. But yet plastic all over, which is fine for me. Plastic phone, more durable. It doesn't have Gorilla Glass. It has like Dragon Glass or whatever that's called. So it's a little bit less quality, front glass, which is kind of sad, because Gorilla Glass 5 isn't really that scratch-resistant already. I've scratched my phones. But we're gonna have to really see, battery life, all that stuff. If the processor is a more battery and power efficient, if that's gonna give us better battery life, because they're the same size batteries as devices right now. No notches, that's fine. That's well and good. I thought it was kind of silly to go from a 5.6 to a 6-inch screen. It's not that big of a difference. I just don't see the big deal there. But should have just done one phone in the middle, and that would have just been a better idea. That's just my personal thing. Purple-ish color. It's like a lilac, kind of cool looking. Something different, of course. If you're gonna put a skin on, it doesn't matter. AR maps on the Pixels. They're coming to all the Pixels now. I've had the beta for a little while. Can't really talk about it, but it's now available on all the Pixels. It works pretty good. Yeah, walking directions are cool. Headphone jack on the Pixel 3a, obviously. But, overall, I really do think that there wasn't anything super exciting here. The Pixels aren't, that exciting. The Google Home, the Nest Home Max. Oh, right. That's what I wanted to say. Now, the thing, since it's now a Nest product, the camera on the Nest Home Max will actually work as a Nest cam, so you can check in on your house when you're not there. You know, it's a little creepy. You know, I don't really like the indoor cams that much, but you can actually turn it off with the back. It's electrically shut off, so you don't have to worry about any audio or camera when you have that switch off. So that's pretty cool. But overall, you know, some cool little products. You know, the Pixel 3A at 399 is it's a good price. I actually will probably tell people to get it because if they don't care about real performance or playing games and all that stuff, because that's not most people. Most people just who have an iPhone have like a 3-year-old iPhone. This is a good replacement for that. You know, it has all the features of a Pixel with just a little bit slower processing and everything. And I think that's a good trade-off for most people, especially at that price. Especially since OnePlus 7 is coming, and that thing's going to be more expensive than this. Especially the Pro, it's going to be at the higher level. I'm going to be there, by the way. So if you want to see my coverage of that, subscribe and comment down below. I'm going to be there at the event in New York City. Full coverage of that, so be ready for that. But this is just a quick video about Google I/O and the keynote anyway. My views of what just happened, and yeah, hopefully we have more have more info soon. They said that the beta 3 should be available soon. I haven't seen the links yet, but I will link them down below. Any links to anything that you would want to see from this video, I'll link down below, and you can just see for yourself and do some research. Let me know if you like this. Give me a thumbs up. All right, this is Joey Riz. See you later.